Big Mike here with Hayes Entertainment. Today's episode, we got two absolute beauties from the queue in Villeneuve and Jeremie Poirier. Two top-end NHL prospects for the 2020 draft.
A couple of good Canadian kids. If you like what we're doing, you hit the subscribe button.
Here we go. Woo!
Yeah, hey guys, I'm Villeneuve from the St. John Sea Dogs, and it was pretty nice to be on the I Only Touch Greatness podcast, so thanks for having me, guys.
Hey, it's Jeremie Poirier here from the St. John Sea Dog number 54, and thanks for the I Only Touch Greatness podcast for having me today.
Ryan Hayes and Big Mike. I Only Touch Greatness podcast.
Laisse derrière, Villeneuve, ça frappe et voilà le but. Oh!
This is I Only Touch Greatness podcast with Ryan Hayes and Big Mike. We are going live.
What's up, guys? Hey guys.
How you doing?
Good, yourself?
Good, thanks.
Hey, Will and Jeremy, thank you guys so much for coming on today. We really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
We're just going to ask you a bunch of questions about hockey.
Well, that's good.
What made you guys get into hockey in the first place?
Yeah, I started playing hockey really young, just back home in Quebec in Valleyfield, so I feel like that's where ever since I just love the game so much and keep playing hockey game, having so much fun with it, and bring me the competitive side of my personality and everything. I just feel like hockey is very good for me and I enjoy it a lot.
Pretty much the same thing for me. So pretty much a normal path. Started playing hockey around 5, 6 years old. Parents put me in hockey and I fell in love with it. That's what bring me around today.
What's your favorite jersey number, and do you guys have any nicknames?
Yeah, my pretty common nickname is JP. Pretty much everything. Pretty much everyone in the rink, like around the ring, and my friends were calling me JP. So, yeah. And for a jersey number, I used to wear 44 all the time, and it's pretty much my lucky number. But last year, when like 2 years ago, one of my good buddy passed away, and I've been playing with him since I'm really young, and his jersey number was 54. And ever since then, like last year for the last season, I changed to 54. It's been an honor for him. So like right now, I'm sticking with 54. I think it's been pretty good last year for me with 54, and just good for him, make me think about him every time I step on the ice. So yeah, just 54 is my number right now.
That's a great story, man.
For me, my nickname is Villy. Like JP said, everybody's calling me to Villy around the rink or in life in general. For my number, I started playing with 13 maybe 4 years ago. I used to billet one of the Sherbrooke Phoenix play when I was young, and we still have a pretty good relationship. So I decided to take his number, and he's been an example for me since I'm pretty young. So yeah, I'm playing with him since then.
Who do you guys mirror your game after or try and play like?
Yeah, I feel like I'm pretty much like pretty offensive defenseman. So players like Thomas Chabot, played in St. John, played in Quebec Junior Hockey League, from Quebec too. Like, just think it's a good model for me. He's a pretty offensive defenseman too, so I just love to model my game after him and like try to pick some things that he used in his game to bring into mine. And I just feel like it's good to have a good mentor for that and someone that you can relate to. So I feel like I think I have similar type of plays in my game that Thomas Chabot. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that guy's a stud.
Yeah, he's
For
pretty
me,
good.
I like to watch John Carlson play from Washington. I think we're pretty similar. We're not flashy defensemen. I think we're trying to do a lot of good things against the ice. I think he's bringing his offense pretty much from his breakout with giving the puck to his forwards and giving some time and space to them. So I think that's how I bring my offense too. So, yeah, I like to watch him play.
Hey, do you have a favorite song before the game?
That's a good question.
Yeah, I love to listen to Trap by Lil Baby and St. John. I feel like it's a pretty good song. Gets me fired up, and yeah, I love it.
For me, I have one song that me and my dad used to listen before going to my game was Something Just Like This from Coldplay. That's a song that me and my dad really like, so that's my go-to song, I'll say.
Do you have a favorite sports movie?
I'm not a big movie guy. I watch more TV shows and stuff like this, so for a sport movie, I don't really know, but
Okay, what about sports show or documentary series or?
yeah, I love to watch my favorite show is probably Suits. I don't know if you heard about it.
Yeah,
I don't know if you heard about it. Yeah, it's a pretty good show.
Yeah,
I just wish I was our respecter every day, but yeah, that's a pretty good show, yeah.
Oh yeah, I've seen all 6 seasons of that. It's even on to 8 now, right? I think.
Yeah, they're just keep going. It's on TV right now, so yeah, it's good. Pretty good show.
A little bit like JP, I'm not a big movie guy, or big TV guy, but there's one movie it's a French movie though. It calls Pee-wee 3D. So yeah, it's a French movie. It's kind of the story of a young team going to the big Quebec tournament, the Pee-wee one. So yeah, that's pretty nice movie. That's the one who's coming to my mind right now. So yeah.
Will, what was the feeling of getting drafted second overall in 2018 to the Sea Dogs, and take me back to that day?
Obviously it's a special day. I didn't know what to expect coming into the draft, so it's been a nice surprise for me going second in St. John, especially. I think they have a awesome organization, and I think that was a special job for us. And drafting JP, Charlie Rose, Brady Byrne, Josh Owens, so in the same draft, we kind of the core since day one, so we have a pretty unique relationship. So yeah, it's pretty nice.
And Jeremy, same for you. What was it like going 8th overall in 2018?
Yeah, I mean, draft day is always a special day for everybody. I feel that day I was just going there, like no real expectation for sure. And I think that day was good for me because I was ranked a lot higher than 8th overall. So I feel like that day proves me that like whatever happens in the draft or whatever happens in your season or career, like it doesn't really matter. You just need to prove them afterwards. And I slide a little bit at the draft and end up winning at 8, but I was so happy that with the Sea Dogs that drafted me. Like Billy said, like just like with him second overall, and after me, all the good players we took. So like you said, we have the core and we have like a solid relationship. We're all like best friends out there. This is good for us, good for our team. So I was really happy to be drafted by the Sea Dogs and get going in St. John and have the chance to play my first junior year. Yeah.
Pregame meal. Hey, do you guys got a pregame meal?
Yeah, I mean, in St. John, St. John team love the chicken parm. I mean, they're feeding us chicken parm a lot. I don't dislike it. It's pretty good, but if I had to choose my pregame meal, like if I'm at Billet for a home game and I need to choose my pregame meal, I just love to go with chicken and rice. I feel like I don't eat a lot before games, so just like a bit of chicken, a bit of rice, some veggies, and a big glass of orange juice always since I'm young. So yeah, it gets me going and ready to go for the game.
Personally, I'm just like a normal spaghetti. I think my billet mom is always cooking my pregame meal at the same time before every game. So personally, I'm not a big fan of chicken parm, so I'm trying to stay away from it. But like I said, during home games, I like to eat spaghetti before my games.
I saw you had the Steelers hat on there earlier. You had to flip that back around.
Yeah.
I'm a big Seahawks fan over here.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, when we're done, we can talk some football.
What was your guys' biggest jump to the queue?
I feel the biggest jump going in the league was probably like the speed and the physicality of the players. Like when you play back home, like in midget or in Bantam, like you play with the same age group as you, and like the guys are not like really developed physically and everything. So speed is not that fast, and like I always been a big guy, like heavy and tall, so it's just pretty easy for me like back then. But joining junior, just guys like they're 19, 18, 20 years old that are pretty big, like pretty much mans and everything. And for sure that's hard in the corners and for the net. All the battles are harder, so I feel like the physicality and the player's size are just biggest adjustment you need to.
For sure, there's some online stuff that there's a big jump, like JP said, speed and physical game. But for me, a big jump was also like the aspect of off the ice. You know, leaving your parents, leaving home, pretty much leaving all your friends from back home, changing school. You know, it's a big changement for a 16 years old kid. I think that's something that the people can forget sometimes, that we're still 16 years old and we. Like I said, away from parents, family, and all those stuff. So I think, yeah, a big jump for me was the off-ice aspect too.
Do you have any pregame rituals?
Yeah, I'd say I'm a pretty superstitious guy, I guess. And before my game, I just always do the same little things. Like I always start dressing like late, really late, just so when I finish dressing up, like I'm ready to go. I don't like to wear my gear in the room and wait. So I just start dressing like around like 10 minutes before a game. I take a shower before that, just quick shower, cold shower, get me going after I put my gear on. And so right when the buzzer sound and the warm up starts, I just go right away and two, I'm coming up like last of the room if I can. If no older player like that wants to go last, I love to go last and just get ready to go, do my handshake with Villy, and then jump on the ice.
For myself, I don't have any superstition. I'll call that more like of a routine. I like to do certain stuff at the exact same time and stuff like that. But if there's something that don't allow me to do my routine, that don't really affect me, like JP said, the only thing it's a rinse check before going before warm-ups. That I'll call that a superstition. But beside that, I'm not a superstitious guy. So.
You guys both represented your country and wore the Maple Leaf proud. Willie, you at the U17s, and Jeremie, you at the U17s and at the U18s, where you got a silver medal. Describe the feeling.
Yeah, for sure. At the U17 was really big too. Like it was the first time, like first event you got to wear a Maple Leaf, go out there, represent your country. So our team didn't do really, really good in the tournament. So, I mean, that was not as good, but I feel I still enjoyed a lot and brings me so much for the rest of my first year in the queue and as a player and as a person. And like when I got the chance to go at the camp, U18 camp last summer, made it, I was just really happy. And that experience was really like big for me, like a lot more than U17. Just first time representing a country with one team. At the U17, like there's 3 teams, and now only one team, like having the chance to compete against all the players from the world that are best of your age group. It was pretty fun. And we actually did really good at the tournament, playing in the finals, just lost against Russia. Pretty good team, really good goalie, so it was pretty good for me, and I enjoyed that tournament a lot.
For sure. It was an honor playing in with Team Canada last 2 years ago. Sorry. I think that's something you're dreaming since your whole life, representing country and watching World Juniors and Olympics since you're young. Unfortunately, I didn't make the team last summer, being cut after the camp. So it's been a learning experience for me, and I'm looking forward to be back in the program as soon as possible.
Jeremie, you had a career year this year as a D-man, putting up 20 goals, 33 assists, and 53 points. What did you change from the year prior?
Maybe the big thing I changed is the year before I was always looking for like some flashy pass or flashy dekes. And I think this year I was still doing that a little bit because it's part of my game for sure. But I think I put a lot more pucks on net. I shoot a lot of pucks. I think I had the most shots in the CHL for defensemen or something like that. And it just gives me the chance to score a lot of goals this year. So I feel like it's always good for me to put pucks on net. And it's never a bad idea to throw a puck at the net. You never know what's going to happen, picking up a goal or assist. So I just feel like keep shooting some pucks and goals are going to get there.
That's like him and Beerley. He just closes his eyes and shoots.
You never know what happened when you shoot
Hey.
the puck at the net.
That's how I do my dating life too.
And Will? Will, you had a career year too, putting up 9 goals, 49 assists for 58 points from the back end. What changes did you make in your game?
I think I battled mono last year. I think it's been pretty hard for me coming back from it. I wasn't really happy with my game in the second half last year. So I think being cut from the UA team too, like we talked about earlier, it's been something that I was looking forward to come back from. And I think I had a good year. Me and JP had a pretty good chemistry on the ice. We put a lot of offense on the ice. And like I said, it was a comeback season for me. I worked extremely all last summer, and I'm pretty happy about it.
Yeah, and congrats to both of you. Jeremy, you most goals by a D-man in the Q. That's a huge accomplishment. And Willie, most assists as a D-man and most points as a D-man in the Q.
Appreciate it.
Pretty solid stats. You guys have any go-to sellies?
Not really. I mean, I think when I score a nice goal, I just love to clap my own hands. Just give it a clap and like I don't know. I love it and it gets me going. But I'm not a big selly guy like Brady Burns on our team. He loves the selly, but I feel like just a clap maybe when it's a nice goal. But instead of that, it's no big deal.
Yeah, we had him on last week. He never told us he's a big selly guy.
Yeah, we asked the same question.
You can probably do a movie about his sellies.
Yeah, probably a 20 minutes highlight just on sellies.
Hey.
I already made that video. I think I don't have any sellies of them.
Personally, I don't have any specific celebration. I think I'm a pretty emotional guy, so I don't score a lot too. So when I score, I'm just going with the moment. Sometimes I'm pretty hyped. Sometimes I'm just easy going. So it depends on how I feel, I guess.
What would be one word to describe you each?
I'll say passionate.
Okay.
For me, I'd say like funny and easygoing. I'm just not stressing life.
That's 3 words.
Yeah.
But I mean,
He's still going.
yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, I guess.
You guys have a stacked team and all young guys too. I mean, like yourselves and Brady Burns, Peter Reynolds, Josh Lawrence, Dawson Stairs, just to name a few. I mean, you guys are going to go somewhere next year, that's for sure.
Yeah, hopefully we will. And I think right now we built something good in St. John first 2 year. We're like a lot harder than we expect. It was a big learning 2 years for us. But I think right now we're ready to go. We have the assets on our team. We have the good players. We got everything in place to have success. So right now I just think it's time for us to step up our game, our team game, and get some wins and get the Port City going again.
I think it's pretty much our time. I think the next 2 or 3 years are gonna be our years. Like JP said, we had the last 2 years been pretty rough on us, especially the young guys being 16 and getting beat 8-0 and 10-2 or something like that. So at the end of the day, I think the next 2 or 3 years are gonna be payback season for us. We're going for many championship and nothing less. So it's pretty much it's really exciting.
What color's your stick tapes?
I'd say last year, like pretty much every year before this year, I used to switch up every game. I had the mentality that I couldn't play 2 games in a row with the same tape job, so I was just going off with the tape job, just switching it every time. Black, white, 1 strip of tape, 3 strip of tape, full sock or something like that. It's always changing. But this year, second weekend of the year, I think I went with just a normal black tape job, and I think I had like a really good weekend. And I said I'll just stick to that this year and see. And since those 2, like the first 2 games of the year, I kept on with black tape and just gets me playing good. And I'll stick with black tape now.
Yep.
For me, it's pretty much simple. A little bit of white tape on the top and half of my bit in black. So yeah, it's pretty basic.
All right.
What's it like playing for Cowan? In Vancouver, we call him the Broadbarian.
Jeff's a really nice guy. Like it was his first experience as a head coach. So for sure it was an adjustment for him and for us, but I think he did a really, really good job. Get a lot of wins and like way more wins than we got before. So I think he's a really good coach and easy to talk to. He's still like pretty hard, but not that old school that you can knock at his door and he's always there to listen to you and be careful for his junior guys. Like he knows it's junior, not pros, and he made the switch really good. And I think it was really good for him. He's a big team guy too, so that was good for us. A lot of skilled young guys to have like a team coach to teach us a bit more about the team game and everything. So yeah, I feel like right now he's back to a D coach and the assistant coach role, but I think it feels pretty good to still have him and be back on the back end working with us for sure.
Yeah, I think Kawhi has been pretty much a mentor for me, JP, and Charlie, especially in the past 2 years. When you don't know Kawhi and you look at his whole highlights, you're like, whoa, he's going to be pretty hard on us and stuff like that. But like JP said, pretty much really easygoing. His door is always open. Me and JP were doing a lot of video together with Kawhi, 45 minutes, an hour, almost every Monday. So like I said, it's been a mentor. The fact that he's been through everything we're going through, it's a big thing. I think he understands us a lot, the young junior players. So I think it's a big asset for him. And he's going to be back as assistant coach next year. And I think we're looking forward to winning a lot of games with him.
You guys know the story, obviously, the Barbarian story?
No.
I've heard
No?
about it, but not really.
Oh, yeah. He scored a goal in Vancouver, and some nice lady from the stands decided to take her bra off and throw it on the ice.
No.
And then,
I've heard about it.
they ended up going to pick it up and throw it at the ref.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a good thing,
crazy.
actually.
I didn't know that.
That's some
Yeah,
jam. That's
good. You'll see the highlights. Jeremy, what was it like playing the Kubota Top Prospects game?
Yeah, I mean, that game is always a really good thing for you in the draft year. Having the chance to play against all those draft-eligible players that are going to go, like, really high in the draft. So for me, just having the chance to go there and prove myself and prove, like, everybody that I can play with those guys and everything. And I think I did pretty good. I had a solid game. I was really proud of myself. And I think it's just carry on for the rest of the season. I feel like that game shows, like, the people in the stands and just shows myself that what I can do. And I love those events. I love pressure. So it was a pretty good event, pretty fun event too.
If a scout or GM were to ask what you guys brought to the table?
I think I'm a game changer. Even if I'm not having my best game or I'm not playing my best, I can still change a game just doing one play or one shot. So I feel like it's a good asset to you to have, and I'm pretty passionate too. Like sometimes I do mistake for sure. Like I'm a pretty offensive guy, so I can do turnovers and stuff like this. But I'm passionate and I want to win. So sometimes I'll do whatever it takes to win. Maybe it's going to be too much and like cost us a goal, but I'll be back at it the next day and still try to win. So I feel like I'm pretty passionate and a game changer.
For me, I think I'm a 200-foot defenseman. Trying to do a lot of good things in the ice. Being good in the 3 zone. I think I'm a winner. I've been winning since my whole life. I understand the process of winning here in St. John, and we're about to, like I said, a lot win many championships. So yeah, I think 200-foot defenseman who's gonna win some championship.
How are you both preparing for the draft?
Yeah, right now it's a pretty tough situation though, for sure, for everybody. Like we don't know much what's going on. There's some dates that was released last week, like October something, like at the beginning of the month, 9th and 10th, but we don't really know what to expect. Like everything can change still. We don't know what's going on with the virus. Like we don't know when it's going to pop up or something. So right now it's just doing Zooms interview with teams and stuff, and maybe just wait to get more information and wait to see when our season's going to start and when the draft's going to go. So right now I just think off ice training a lot, maybe one time or twice on the ice for summer, just keep the legs going, keep the feel of the puck, but a lot of work off the ice and getting ready for the draft, but especially for next season too.
Yeah, definitely. You guys finding time to skate? Sorry, William, go ahead.
I'm just trying to don't let the virus distract my preparation. I think right now it's very easy to find excuses, and the gyms are not all open. It's tough to have ice time and stuff like that. But for me, just trying to stay focused on what I want to improve, what I want to work on. I'm able to go at the gym 4 times a week, and I'm able to go on the ice 3 times a week. So I don't have any excuse trying to follow a diet plan to gain some weights and stuff like that. So preparation is not really affected right now. So it's a good thing.
Have you guys talked to many teams?
Yeah, I feel like I kind of talked to a lot of teams. I think that's good for me. And yeah, right now I'm just, like I said, I'm just waiting and see. I'm just taking the calls when they call me or answering their emails and their questionnaire. So, right, like I said, I'm not doing much right now. So it's pretty much the only thing I have to do, go to the gym, go on the ice, and take those calls. So I'm always ready when the team call. And, yeah, things are going well right now, I think. And, yeah, just keep going that way.
Exactly. Couples interviews on Zoom and stuff like that, and it's such a stressful process. Obviously, but I think it's a fun one too. But I think me and JP can wait for the draft. Like I said, it's a stressful process, so I think we can't wait to have this thing behind us and focus on next season.
Have you guys had any tough or strange questions yet?
Not really. Like, I heard about a lot of guys getting some weird question and, like, just hard question, but no, I feel like was not that bad and not that awful at all. And all the questions were pretty much easy and not too many tricky questions. But, yeah, never know what to expect. Maybe in person it's more easy to ask those questions or something. But right now, as my interview goes on Zoom and everything, I didn't have some tricky question yet.
Same thing on my side. I think the team are trying to make us comfortable. I think they know that it's intimidating to meet 7-8 people from a team. So I think they're trying to make us feel good in the interview. So no tricky question.
So is that what happens here? You guys go on a Zoom with 70 people, say from a team like the Canucks or Bruins or.
Yeah.
No, I mean, yeah, like it's pretty much the same thing. Like they sent us a Zoom invite on our email or just on our phone number, and then from there we joined the call. And it's like depends. Some teams only have like the head scout and the GM, and like other team have like the strength coach, the head coach, the GM, the scout, the physio, the psychology girl. Like they have everything and everyone. It just depends on the team, and I think. Yeah, when you have only 1 or 2 or 3 guys on the call, it's not that bad. It's just easy going. But when you have like, let's say like 7 to 8 faces looking at you in the camera, it's a little bit more stressful. And yeah, just go through the process. It's the same for every prospect though. So we just go through the process and see what's going to happen.
Absolutely. We're both massive Sea Dogs fans now, especially. We can't wait to see you guys go far in hockey. And we know you're both going far, and that's why we wanted you on our podcast.